They assemble at night, each one having prepared as diligently as possible for the time given to them before the witching hour, the hour of reckoning, the time when they begin outdoor cartoon television. Stray Casts is on the air.
Good evening, glory, hallelujah to you. What the heck's your story and what's going through you? This is the glorified version of a Bass and Talk Show. I'm your host, Bat Renwick. Give it up for yourself, Bass Galaxy. Come on. It's Wednesday night. Yeah. Come on. All right. Hey, Ryan Popcorn Whitaker is in transit, and sitting in for Ryan tonight is the one and only hip-hop fisherman. It's the one and only JP. Hi. His Royal Highness in the studio tonight. Welcome, JP.
Jay's Pete.
He's back. JP's here to guide us along tonight and also talk about the big Southshore Bass Open coming up in less than a month. Biggest derb to ever hit the Chicagoland area. And JP, speaking of derbs, there's a little derb going on at Old St. Clair. You know what I mean? Yeah. A very important EQ, and we have the one and only Brad Leuthner and Bassmaster Elite Series angler Austin Felix coming on with Jamie Bruce
with those
tonight live.
Those EQ guys,
live from Clair. That's right, and we're just gonna talk bassing in Clair. You know what I mean?
This is weird way back here in Andy's spot. I've never been back
in the ninja spot back there. That's why that's all sneaky back there. I just see the top of your eyes.
He's got bottles of booze back here.
I guess all kinds of stuff.
Porno mags.
That's from the Whiskey Gypsy. That's from old Luke Foley, the Whiskey Gypsy. He was just in the
there's all kinds of hand lotion back here.
Weird. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Hey, want to remind everybody, speaking of the Whiskey Gypsy and Tin Cup Whiskey, like and share this live Facebook feed for your opportunity to win a Tin Cup box of pleasure straight to your door, Bass Galaxy. Like and share J.R. Ewing, Rock and Show Fantasy. He's in the chat board section. Send him some stuff. Say hi to JR. Also, get this. Brad Leuthner is sponsored by FXR. That's a apparel company. And Brad asked if we would give away an FXR gift certificate tonight. Dude, it's for $100. That's nuts. So like and share the live Facebook feed, and Brad's going to hook you up. I thought that was pretty cool of him. For an Opens competitor right there.
That is.
Not bad. And JP, you're sampling the tequila back there, I noticed?
I thought that was vodka. I put it in my energy drink, and it's not so great.
Yeah. Wow.
We're going to make do.
Yes, that's Proximo Spirits, who is part of the Tin Cup family. And
it happened.
That's expensive tequila, I guess.
Oh, we're doing it.
I don't know what it is. Hey, like I said, like and share in the this live Facebook feed, Rock and Show Fantasy. Going to send us random winners at the end of the broadcast picked live. Hey, you know who's producing the heck out of this thing? It's Andrew Ellenberger. He's a Ginger Ninja, live from Hobart, Indiana. What's up, Gingy?
How are you?
Ginge.
Yeah.
Guess what? Guess where the guys are fishing tomorrow?
My old home pond over there.
That's right. Your pond, Ginge.
Yeah.
You've won out there. You've lost out there. You've laughed out there. You've cried out there.
Pretty much, yep.
But you love Old St. Clair, don't you? It's one of your favorite lakes, isn't it?
It's my favorite place in the world, yep.
Dude, it really is a beautiful fishery. And I'm glad to see these Opens guys basically are gonna, for lack of a better term, Andy, open our eyes up more to this amazing fishery. Every time a big league derb goes there, we learn more, don't we?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of anglers too in that open, so it'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, and some hashtag jackpotters too. We'll talk
a little bit
on the St. Clair Hot Topics coming up. Gingy, big show tonight. You excited?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right,
let's get it going.
Let's get on with some business. You want to pay a few bills? JP, you want to help me pay a few bills around here?
Yeah, if I know them.
Well, let's try. Let's see what we can do.
We got Tin Cup Whiskey sponsoring the
show. You're happy about that. Hey, of course, you know about the Pistol Pete Prespiora Premium Pro Pack at OmniaFishing.com. Don't you?
No.
Ginge,
tell me about it.
Ginge, can I get some infomercial music? Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. You're speaking my language. That's right. OmniaFishing.com Premium Pro app. Access to information on lakes across the country. Viable information to help you catch more fish. Also, JP, I know you're a shopper. You like to shop. You like to make shopping carts just like Andrew Ellenberger. You get a Premium Pro discount with the purchase of the Premium Pro app. OmniaFishing.com.
Even if I'm just a weekend warrior?
Even if you're just a weekend warrior coming out to play.
Thank God.
That's all it is. Hey, you remember the Revo Premiere?
I do.
I know that you've toyed with it. Is that a good word? Toyed in the past. And Abu Garcia has sent me an iCast sneak peek release of the brand new Revo Premiere. Look at this sexy, sleek, beautiful creature right here. It's
I gotta look at the camera.
It's
see over the TV.
It's kind of a metallic silver with red accents and a real cool one-piece carbon fiber handle, oversized knobs. Comes in a 6-7-1 and an 8-1-1. Hey, the new Revo Premiere available soon after iCast. Check it out. You saw it here first, or second, or third, or 10th. I don't even know. Maybe we'll get in trouble, JP. Who knows? We'll be available immediately at OmniaFishing.
You saw it here first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, JP, who's your favorite jig company in the world?
It's called Tightrope Fishing.
TightRopeFishing.com. How special is Tightrope Fishing to you, JP?
A little bit special.
It's a little bit special because you are co-owner of Tightrope Fisher.
It pays the bills.
They are the only jig company that makes the HD jig, named after me, Henry Dinkler. That's right. And also amazing spinner baits and the original.
You did name it HD.
Baby firework tightrope jig, right, JP?
Yeah, of course.
In fact, the first
super jig. That's what we call
the super jig. The first baby firework super tightrope jig. In fact, you guys filmed it on a tightrope trapeze act in Chicago.
Yeah, that's why I was out for 6 years.
Yeah, but now you're back and you're better than ever. TightRopeFishing.com.
Fell off that.
Home of the JP High. All right there. Hey, JP. I know. Hey, Andy, are you available right now? Is Andy Ellenberger in the house?
Yeah, what's up?
Andy, I want you to testify real quick. Can I get a testimony? Yeah. Can I get a witness to the prowess of Impulse Lithium? Ginge, you've been putting them to use. I know that you've been smashing with them.
Yeah, I've been hitting them hard.
The last few weeks.
Don't quit either. It's
what do you think?
It's power all day. It's crazy.
Okay. Are you skipping a beat or not skipping a beat?
Never skip a beat.
You're not skipping a beat.
And I got everything from the 36 volt 60 amp to the cranker, and then I got the 16 volt running the graphs. I mean, I got them all, and they just run all day.
Full.
Barely put a dent in them. Yep.
Full impulse power through the whole Bass Kitty right now.
How many days do you get without charging?
2 or 3 at least.
Yeah,
and that's running them hard.
That's kind of a mixed question too. You could get that. I don't not. I always charge. I don't know about you, Ginge, but
it just depends what kind of lake you're fishing too.
I know guys who don't charge till they kill it.
I get you. Maybe that's what maybe I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah,
I don't know. But Andy, I mean, it's happening. It's happening for you now. The Impulse Lithium deal, and don't forget tournament incentives at ImpulseLithium.com for all you derbers.
Like
check it out.
$500. So
500 bones. And if you're a guy like Andy that finishes no less than second, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Right, Andy?
I did get a third once.
Oh, you got a third. You old sailor, you. All right, Andy. Sorry to keep you from your duties. I just wanted you to pop in for the Impulse Lithium. Hey, we got any whiskey gypsies in the house? Speaking of pop-ins,
I don't think so. He's MIA today, so.
He's at some steakhouse.
You know what?
They don't have Wi-Fi.
I forgot. He's at the Lake of the Ozarks. He's up in the mountains. And congratulations to Luke and Courtney on their engagement. Yes, after the Straight Cast show last week, Gingy, he slipped the knot.
Whoa.
Whatever that means. Yeah. He proposed.
My knots never slip.
That sounds what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You tied the JP knot. Yeah. Hey, Gingy. Well, with that being said, why don't we put those power poles down? We got Austin Felix, we got Brad Leuthner, and we got Jamie Bruce, and of course Ryan Popcorn Whitaker on the road to here. Okay. Hey, JP, you look good back there.
Whoa, it's a long way back
You look good back there.
I don't know where to look. I don't know what's
JP,
going on.
Put the power poles down. Don't go nowhere. We're coming right back.
There's a moment when you're faced with a challenge, and just solving the problem isn't good enough, even if that means breaking the rules and shredding apart conventional ways of thinking, all in the name of creating something truly remarkable. With this much control at its command, we didn't stop with just one. We created two incredible trolling motors. Introducing the new Power Pole Move brushless trolling motor.
This is the mountain, and this is mountain whiskey. Unspoiled, untamed, forever wild. There's no safety net, no way down. Up here, it's just man, and the mountain, and his tin cup. Tin Cup Whiskey. Mountain whiskey.
Want to know the difference between power bait and other soft plastics? Ask the fish. Berkeley scientists have thousands of flavors tested on thousands of fish. Natural, man-made. Every bait that's ever hit the water. No matter the shape, size, or color, power bait is the only one that is scientifically proven. Fish bite and will not let go.
Omnia Premium Pro gives you the confidence to eliminate dead water on thousands of lakes across the U.S. Exclusively on the Omnia app, use 10 unique data layers containing critical real-time mapping information to see water temperature, water clarity, contours, lake bed hardness, and important weather data all in one place. Matched with Omnia's loyalty credit program on all your tackle and gear needs, this is the only app you need in your arsenal for success on the water.
Come take part in the inaugural Southshore Bass Open, which is set to be the largest team tournament with the highest payouts ever seen on Illinois and Indiana waters of Lake Michigan, coming to Hammond Marina August 3rd through 4th, 2024. Lake Michigan and its tributaries are home to impressive mixed bags of largemouth and smallmouth bass that are sure to create exciting weigh-ins for spectators and anglers alike. Bring your family and friends to Hammond Marina to enjoy food and beverages along with tackle and boat vendors, kids games, a live DJ, and of course a live weigh-in where a first place prize of up to $30,000 will be awarded based on a 150 boat field. Thanks to collaboration with the Horseshoe Hammond Casino, Hammond Marina, Southshore Conventions and Visitors Authority, and Cal-Sag Bass Anglers. Registration is live for the Southshore Bass Open at southshorecva.com/SS Bass Open.
Welcome back. Welcome back. This is the glorified version of a bass fishing talk show. I'm your host, Pat Renwick. Remember, Bass Galaxy, like and share this live Facebook feed for your opportunity to win a tin cup box of fun to the door, as well as a Brad Leuthner special gift. Hey, right now, We're going to the Rock City, Detroit, live from the Bassmaster EQ Opens at Lake St. Clair. Let's bring them in, Bass Galaxy. We have the one and only Bassmaster Elite Series angler, Austin Felix, and Opens competitors, Jamie Bruce and Brad Leuthner. Welcome to the Straight Cast into the Great Wide Opens collab show, boys. Yeah. How you doing?
Doing great, bud. How are you?
I mean, I don't think I've ever been better during this show than right now, if that makes any sense.
Makes sense.
Jamie, can you hear me?
I got you loud and clear, bud. I'm just
okay. You had to give me an internet high five. Jamie, there he is. Jamie, Sasquatchy, and Bruce live in a hotel room at Lake St.
Does this count as cyberbullying?
Yeah, this is cyberbullying, I think. It is. Anytime we have a Straight Cast show, you know that. This is, but it's not. It's cyber bassing. Cyber bassing bullying. Look at Austin Felix over there. You look good, bud. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, you look good. I'm just gonna call you Wolfric for the entire. You are now Wolfric Felix.
I don't have any German in me.
Well, yeah, you have the competitive nature of a German. Let's just say it that way.
I'm not sure I want that.
Look at you, Brad Leuthner. Look at you, Brad. You mean you're dressed exactly as you did for Matt Robertson's wedding, and you look phenomenal. In
Thanks,
fact,
I haven't got a haircut in a year, so I'm thinking it's about due pretty soon.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I like it. You look how you sound.
Is that cyberbullying?
That's cyberbullying, Bruce. Come on. You're from Canada. You can't do that crap.
You call me Saskatchewan, yeah, I'm all tongue twisted.
Sasquatchian. From Saskatoon. Austin, man, I'm happy to have you back on the Straight Cast show.
Anytime, buddy. It was easy. I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah. No, dude, for real. And it's always like, you might not know it, but this year when I'm traveling with the elites, I always like running into you because you always make me smile. Even if you're not doing anything, you just make me smile for some reason. So I appreciate that from you. So thank you, Wolfric.
You make me smile as well. Every time it's hilarious.
Pat, I missed it. What is the word to have a cocktail tonight?
We didn't do the Tin Cup Whiskey word of the week because Foley wasn't here and I got all thrown off of my kilter. And I'm wearing a kilt right now.
Wearing a kilt?
Yeah. So actually, Jamie, what should we do as the Tin Cup Whiskey word of the week? You want to do St. Clair Opens and just get everybody sauced?
Well, that's too. We got to do drop shot.
Drop shot, okay. Shaky minnow. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Popcorn at the studio. We could do
live scope.
Periscope, live scope, so any word we say, take a sip of Tin Cup Whiskey or any beverage of your choice. It could be a cafe con leche or an ice cold Coca-Cola. But as Austin Felix always says, please sip responsibly.
So any word,
any word we say, take a sip if you want. Yeah. Foley's on vacation, but he's calling him off. I look at you, Brad Leuthner. Tin cupping up night before a derb.
Every time Brad takes a sip, you have to take a sip. How about
that's a good one?
Yeah. Okay, go. There it is.
I'm behind.
Yeah. Okay. Ryan Popcorn Whitaker's catching up. He's in the house now with JP High. Hey, Austin, again, back. I'm happy that you're here, and I got a couple basic questions for you before we get into some Clair juice. Okay. And I got to ask you, I mean, Austin, you seem like a very intelligent man, and you really do. And I want to ask you this, why do you love bassing so much if it's such a heartbreaker? You know what I mean? It's like a worse heartbreaker than the best gal you ever dated that dumped you, if that makes any sense. It's like bassing is such an up and down sport, Austin, and you being at the highest level of competitive bass fishing, you live that up and down more than anybody. Why do you love it so much?
One, I'm pretty good at it, and I don't have to do an office job.
There you go. I like that answer. Yes, very true.
The fact that it always changes. Nothing's ever the same. There's always a new puzzle, and the downs aren't as rough as you think, and the highs are higher than you would think. So
very good answer.
Even out.
The downs are not as down as you think, but the highs are often higher than you may think. I like that. I like that. That's good. So why in the hell is bassing so important to you? Why is it so important? I mean, I know an office job, whatever, real job, but why is it so important?
No, I mean, at this point, it's just a way of life. Like, I leave for 2 months at a time, and I get home, and the next day I'm still working on tackle. It's at this when you're at this level, it's more an obsession than anything else. And
gotcha.
If it's not, you're probably in the wrong line of work.
What's the difference between an obsession and an addiction, Austin? Is bassing an addiction or
bass fishing?
What's that?
Good tomorrow. What are you talking about?
Huh?
I'm not going to end up in the hospital probably, unless I.
Oh, good. That's a great answer.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's safe.
Meetings.
People tell you to stop. If it's an addiction, people usually tell you to stop.
Okay.
But if somebody tells you to stop
there
fishing,
are people that we'll get into this conversation.
those are toxic people, and get them out of your life.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody post I'm 6 months sober from fishing.
And then post how much more money they have in their bank account.
Got my 90-day coin.
Yeah.
No, I hear you, bud. And this is a very important tournament for you, Austin, as well as you, Brad, and as well as you, Jamie. But I mean, this tournament that you're about to fish tomorrow, Austin, is in no disrespect, you're on a cusp right now. During, I think I looked at you're in the upper 50s in the standings, and in a win here would mean a lot. Take some pressure.
Yeah. I think in the elites right now, if I did the math, I roughly need a top 20 for the next 2 elite events for New York, which is a tall task. At the same time, I did
it last year. Yeah. You've done
so, I mean, this is it's the northern swing. We got 2 in Minnesota, so that's kind of why I wanted to jump in this. You get to knock the rust off smallmouth fishing. This will be my first smallmouth event of the year, and it's always fun to get out here. And a lot of my best buds are fishing the opens now, and I don't get to hang out with them near as often as I used to. So
like Choder.
Yeah, like Choder. So all the best things. You get 5 days of practice, so it's not super intense. Like, we didn't go out and practice today because the weather wasn't great. We went and got Eggs Benedict.
Just laid back a little bit. Laid back. I like it. And again, a very important tournament. But still, you have a peaceful, easy feeling, it seems like. I like it. I like it out of you, Austin. Usually. Even if you're frazzled, you don't show you're frazzled. Do you break things in private?
No.
Okay. You're
Curse
always
about it.
You did curse.
Frustrated and curse a little bit, but
not like Brad.
Only break things by accident.
Okay. Brad, this is a very important tournament to you, bud. I mean, you're fishing all 9 again this year. And I mean, you got to do well, Brad. How many you guys got left, Jamie, this year? How many is that on the total EQs? 4 total. Brad, you got to smash on all of them, right?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much out of it this year at this point. I mean, you never know what'll happen, but I want to finish the year strong and build momentum for next year, whatever I decide to do.
Okay. And always staying positive. That's one thing that I noticed about you, Brad. Real talk. I mean, you're never really like, this completely sucks, this is bullshit, I'm out of here. I mean, you may think it, but you don't convey it. And you have a positive nature too, you, Brad, whether you know that or not.
Yeah, I think sometimes I'm positive. I mean, the alternative is like,
sorry to stump you,
not that much fun. So, I mean, bass fishing's, I mean, at the end of the day, you have a good tournament, you have a bad tournament, but you're doing something you absolutely love. And I mean, you can't really have a bad day at that. You learn and move forward, and it's been a learning curve the last couple of years. I'll tell you that. I'm not used to doing middle of the road or worse. And it's been a learning curve. I mean, steadily getting better, but it's a long, hard road.
Yeah, I mean, and you're persevering. Austin, this guy was the king of Minnesota for a while. I think Brad set some stones when it comes to bassing in Minnesota. And I know it's bassing is a humbling sport, man. It's a humbling sport. And you, Jamie Bruce, the Sasquatchian Snow Yeti, dude, you're here for this northern swing. And I mean, it's serious business to you. New father, host to Get the Net podcast, at-home tournament, multi-species fish location presentation in Fisherman System in Canada. You're always doing that. Ice fishing and everything. Yeah. And now you're here in the opens with aspirations and dreams of still fishing a Bassmaster Classic, winning a Bassmaster Classic.
Yeah, no matter how much is going on, like, you got to keep your feet in it. Like, in a sport like this, if you sit on the sidelines for a year, you're toast, and it's you got to keep your competitive edge. I'm getting old and gray and fat, and
you look good though.
You can't just sit out. Like, you gotta grind her out. And this one, like, I was so pissed off at the jackpotters last year. I shouldn't say jackpotters, like I'm doing all three in a division, but these guys are getting late in the season. They're getting run down, tired from Oklahoma, and I'm fresh as a daisy, just having fun out there. And it's a lot easier of a road. And it's, I mean, where else, like, what other sport can you just sign up? We got Taku, Austin, Fighter, like, the list goes on and on and on. You could just sign up, throw a couple grand in, and go fish against guys you've been watching on TV and just absolute legends, and you get a shot at beating them, or at least taking off beside them. So there ain't nothing like that.
And let the bassin do the talking.
Yeah. Sure, or not. Either way, you're still going to be floating around.
Austin last year, I remember that you, on the way to Clair, was it the Elites, you got hit by like a bus full of Amish ladies going to Rumspringer or something? Spring break?
I didn't ask where they were going, but yeah.
Oh, Swedish bikini team Amish girls? What was it?
We were going around Chicago in a city bus, freaking smoked the back of my boat. Fortunately, I left an extra day early, but yeah, I popped my head into the truck or into the bus just to make sure everybody's okay back there. And yeah, it was just beards and top hats as far as you could see.
Here's what people don't know is that Austin Felix actually, the Mercury was on the ground. He and a bunch of Chicago passerbyers picked up the Mercury, reinstalled it on the back of the boat, and that Mercury got him all the way to Detroit. And that's your Mercury move of the day with Austin Felix. Story I just made up right here on Straight Cast. But no, I mean, that was a crazy turn of events. I remember seeing the Phoenix all banged up, man. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah, it was a really stressful situation. Fortunately, Phoenix stepped up huge. Like, I got in touch with my rep, Steve Mentz, and like he got in touch with the factory, and like the next boat off the floor was hooked up to Andy's truck, the service provider, and he towed it straight to Chicago for me without anything on it. The Phoenix dealership down there, which I can't remember its name, sent a couple guys in on Sunday, their off day.
And the Bedford, I think. Yeah.
And we ripped that boat. We ripped my boat apart and installed everything and figured like 8 hours. And I was on my way by midnight Sunday morning. I got in here about sunrise, about first day of practice.
Oh my gosh. And then let's fish a major tournament for $100,000. Let's go. Yikes. How'd you do at that tournament?
Missed the 50 cut by like less than a half a pound. Caught 19 pounds a day and just missed it.
That was a weird event too. I mean, just as far as like cookie cutters. We'll talk about that in a minute. Ryan Popcorn Whitaker. Austin, do you know Ryan Whitaker, my cohort here? my co-host. This is Popcorn
By
Whitney.
reputation.
By reputation, I like it.
Is that good or bad?
That's not good.
He's the co-creator of the tightrope jig, the fancy tightrope jig. And Ryan is very tight with your friend Ronnie Moore, Austin. In fact, he probes Ronnie all the time. If you listen to the Stray Cast, there's a lot of probing that goes on for information. And
Early in the week.
in the week and early in the evening.
Yeah.
When the sun is sinking low.
That's right.
Ryan, you found out some interesting facts about Bassmaster Elite Series champion, ROY, Austin Felix.
I did. I was laying underneath my truck all day today, and I got him on speakerphone for a.
And Ronnie helped you out.
Mechanical probing. Yeah. So what I got some stats here. I got some stats for Austin. Austin, you fished 65 tournaments in your Bassmaster career. Been to 4 classics. You got 48 checks out of the 65. Damn good.
Ooh. 48 out of 65.
Yeah.
You shook your head like you didn't like that or something.
Yeah.
It's skewed.
I
think the last year the first year I fished, that when the switch happened, they paid everybody like at least $2,500. So like
that's right.
Oh,
in 19, that deal got checks in every event every year. So if you I got 9 checks that year. Realistically, I think I cashed in I got $10,000 checks. All
right. Well,
subtract 2 off. Sorry.
Whatever. He's still a hell of an angler.
Yeah.
All right, we're going stats.
You're on the Elite Series, so that counts for something.
Yeah, exactly.
1 win, Oahe, 2022. 11 top 10s.
Whoa.
2,336 pounds of bass.
2,000. What? How many?
2,336 pounds.
And how many derbs?
65.
65 derbs. 2,000.
Yeah.
300.
Yeah.
36 pounds of.
Yep.
Micropterisis.
$537,653 in the career. And what that comes out to is every pound of bass you catch is worth $230.
$230 a pound average. That's pretty good, Austin.
Good.
We had some Wagyu steaks tonight that were almost that much.
So now you're in the red.
And what's better than that?
I didn't. Thanks, Bruce.
Brad loves ketchup.
What's better than that is each tournament you're fishing, you're averaging $8,271.
That'll just keep me there.
That's solid.
That'll keep you there, he says. I like
that's solid.
It is solid.
That's a higher number than we've been hearing.
Well, he's a derber. These Minnesota guys can catch him.
Yeah.
Yankees.
Yeah.
Those Yanks.
As long as you're over the entry fee.
The North will rise again.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to
not too far north. We don't give Bruce any thought.
Hey, the Saskatchewanian Sasquatch and Snow Yeti is a force to be reckoned with in his own right. Yeah. And I hear he's on a pod, not a podcast, but on a pod of fish.
Magnums.
Yeah, Magpod. Magpod.
We talking about a pod on a pod?
A pod on a pod on a pod of podness. Let's talk about St. Clair. I know that there's a lot of buzz and a hubbub going on about St. Clair, and this is a little segment that Jamie Bruce named Lake St. Clair Hot Topics. You guys want to talk about Lake St. Clair Hot Topics?
I didn't name it that.
You really didn't.
I'm trying to look at his setups in the corner there.
Yeah, what does he got over there?
Those are my co-anglers poles. I brought them back home.
Where's that guy at? Is he right there next to you?
The boys went to the Texas Roadhouse. I went slumming
hell
at
yeah.
Panda Express.
Hell yeah,
they're same bud from Hartwell.
No, that guy's a true legend.
He's not coming back after spending the day at the dock.
No, So we got to cut you off here, Pat.
No, go.
I brought a buddy to Hartwell. The first year I missed registration. I was on the waiting list, so I didn't get to go to the first open. So I went to Cherokee and Hartwell for the Southerns. And at the second one at Hartwell, I brought a co-angler with me, a buddy from home. And, he's a hardcore angler and a good dude. We had a lot of laughs, but he drew out a kid on day 2, and the guy, his live scope died at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And it's Hartwell. Like, you can go to the bank with the top water. You can go fishing. And he just quit. He called. Hank was like, "No, man, you can't weigh in yet." Like, the guy just
He was
pounded.
done.
He went to his parents' Airbnb, and they just came down with like Coca-Colas and peanut butter sandwiches, and the guy was just complaining, getting in a fight with his girlfriend and his mom over being a quitter on the dock. And my buddy's just standing there through this, just like casting off the back of the boat.
Caught a 20-pound satchel right there off the dock.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
That's nuts, dude.
But anyway, it's not him. It's but my buddy Rob from back home. He fishes one tournament a year with me, and it's during lacrosse this year, so he came down to this one instead. And
nice.
He doesn't really care about bass fishing. He was just praying to God he didn't end up with some 20-year-old idiot in a bass cat going 80 miles an hour across the ocean.
Just getting slammed.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, well, I mean, that's a St. Clair hot topic, dude. Getting slammed on the ocean. That's for sure. I mean, one thing that you guys have to deal with, that sounded wild, getting slammed on the ocean. I think I saw that video, actually.
It was a Chris Isaac video.
It is.
That was a good movie.
Yes, it was. It was. As well as Spaceballs, too. That was really good. Hey, the weather, the wind on St. Clair is a huge factor. I mean, it's something you guys. So what does that do to the scopers? The guys with the small shafts. You know what I mean, Jamie? What does that do?
It makes everything harder. It puts boat control experience back into more seasoned guys, I'd say, or like people that are really, really doing it. It takes out a lot of luck. You'll see the best scopers. They're still going to catch them. It doesn't matter how much it's blowing. They're still going to catch them scoping. But, if you got a guy that takes 5 to 8 seconds to line up his cast and there's one floating by, and, he takes that time and is not confident up there or doesn't have a lot of time on it, they're not going to get that fish. So that's
what I'm saying is, like, on Clair, I've been out there and so the weather is wild and your transducer's not even in the water. That's what I meant. I
gotta go with the waves, right?
Yeah. You got to pray to God you don't get a big Bubba co-angler. I had a 400-pounder on St. Lawrence last year, and I was fishing the mouth of the lake, and the wind was coming in big. I got the big lund, the big shaft, everything.
Yeah.
And Buddy was like old counterweight on a frickin' skid steer back there, and she was just popping out. So I took all the tackle in the boat and I stuffed it into my front lockers for tomorrow.
I mean, that's a big deal, ain't it? If you're out scoping in that kind of weather. Austin, you're just smirking over there.
Because I got bass brakes, so it doesn't really matter.
You got those back trolling motors?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, when I was out with Milliken at Lake Fork, he was coming back, and was that Lake Fork or Toledo Bend? I don't know, but it was shitty weather. What's the one where you got to run the stump lanes, Austin?
Toledo.
That's okay. Okay. Well, dude, he had those brakes, and they were just flailing in the back. And he's like, "Hey, Pat, be careful. That one on your side is loose." And it was just going boom, 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 boom. Anyway, those help, huh? That's the deal, huh? In this kind of weather, Austin?
They help in this weather. Honestly, they help more when it's dead calm.
Okay.
Because you can still go really fast. Like, you can have your trolling motor 80 and 90 and cover a lot more water. But if you don't have them, you tend to run over a lot of the fish before you can get a bait on them or before they're too close. So just being able to hit the brakes, but at the same time, being able to slow yourself down on a drift when there's a lot of wind and you've been going with them.
Especially on Clair.
You have to be really careful, though. The first time you forget that they're down and you take off on plane, you will snap them.
That happens.
So, yeah, it's a learning process. A lot of people snap. I'm pretty sure everybody probably snaps one the first year when they have them, just because you're not used to having, you don't remember. At this point, it's kind of I know that they're back there, so I'm pretty careful with them, and they've been great. Like,
I mean, is it do you feel it's a crucial element to your success in live scoping to have those breaks?
It definitely is helpful. Like, everybody here would be a better scoper if they had them on their boat. Like,
wow,
it makes you more effective. You can cover more water, but still not run over fish.
Okay.
I might take those off his boat tonight when he goes to bed.
He might not even know.
Over tomorrow. He won't even know until he gets to the first spot and hits the button and it's not even there.
And they work great for Bill Dance trolling motor only lakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it really increases the power. Hey, another St. Clair hot topic. Jamie is boat traffic. There's a lot of Don Johnson type boats out there.
Oh yeah. I almost had to deal with the Rodney Dangerfield incident in the river.
You scratched my anchor.
Yeah. I said they can keep this fucking place. I just left.
What was going on? What were they doing?
Well, I went into the St. Clair River on the Sunday of 4th of July weekend on about the nicest damn day of the year. So it was my fault. But I just sat down on a spot and, we beat the boat up 7 or 8 miles up there, sat down on a spot, and a yacht was coming right for us. Like, both of us were looking at which side we were going to jump off the boat, and old Rodney just turned her just in time, and I just picked up the trolling motor, never even made a cast, and banged her 8 miles back to the lake.
You just heard some super loud Hall & Oates.
Yeah, they were just kisses on my list, super loud.
Some yacht rock, some Michael McDonald.
Yes, yacht rock playing loud.
If I died but in a boat accident to Hall & Oates, I don't know if I'd ever forgive myself.
Ryder listens to the yacht rock.
I think I'd like a good Fleetwood Mac. That'd be a good way to perish.
Yeah, definitely. But they play Fleetwood Mac on Yacht Rock. They also play Seals and Croft. Did you know that?
No.
Michael McDonald's a mainstay. Okay.
I don't know where this is going, but I do know that it's a perfect segue. Speaking of Elite Series anglers, Austin. There's a lot of jackpotters at this deal. Smallmouth experts like Wolfric Felix and Taku Itu. I mean, Death Spider. All kinds of smallmouth experts. What do you think about what do you think about that? What's that?
Ban them all.
Ban them all. Cliff them all. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's a hot topic. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, these guys are all going to." I mean, but here's the deal: it's an important tournament for people that maybe are not doing as well in the standings, and it shows they care. They're keeping their skills sharp. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I don't know how the EQ points work. So if like a non-EQ angler finishes between two EQ anglers, do they get the additional point?
No.
Yeah,
what your spot is.
Okay. That's like maybe the only thing like I'd change. So like you could lump them all together and everybody'd slide up. So it's just EQ anglers all together. Then it wouldn't have any point effect.
Right. In a separate category. Could you do that?
I mean, it'd just be a separate point system. Like it wouldn't affect payouts or anything like that.
True. Because you're already at the place you need to be.
Yeah.
Right.
It would create space.
That is true. That's a good point.
But it could be beneficial too, though, if you're looking for a little separation. Some of these guys make some space in there, and you're ahead of them, and
Yeah, but I'm
some guys too.
Like I don't know if it really is. That's a good thing or not. Essentially, the later events in the year, the later events in each division have less boaters, and guys like Brad, who are probably going to have a better second half of the season than they would a first half of the season, obviously want a fair shake at it. And if there's less guys, then the guys from the South who nailed it in Florida and who are used to that kind of fishing got more points because there was more boats kind of deal. It's the same stuff you deal with if you're fishing a circuit around home. we used to deal with the same thing on Denny's, the last event of the year. If guys didn't do well, half the field threw their fish back. And if you were running for Angler of the Year in Denny's, it was really hard to make up points because guys would just mail it in when they didn't get the last event and fish, and you couldn't make up the points. So it'd be better if,
like a monkey wrench.
Yeah, if you knew everybody from the EQs were in their own separate system, that I think that would probably make it a little easier for everybody.
Interesting point.
It'd be an easy thing to do too.
Yes.
Keep them all. Everybody that's doing them all.
What do you think of that, Brad Leutner?
I think that's above my pay grade.
Yeah, we're having a bass club meeting here.
Yeah, basically we are having a bass club meeting.
Well, the only thing I know in the first time in the history of the Bassmaster Opens, there's 25 guys from Minnesota fishing as a pro. That's not unheard of. Usually it's like 3 or 2 or 5.
Yeah.
Like this northern swing has got a lot of people out and excited about it. So I think it'd be a good thing for bass in general, just to get more people from the Midwest interested in it.
Yeah, I signed up even though I'm realistically going to maybe get a day and a half of practice on leech. Unfortunately, we're going to be at St. Lawrence the week before. So, like, if you make Sunday, you have a 20-hour drive. If you do it all immediately, you're there at Tuesday morning earliest.
Right.
So that gives you half a Tuesday and half a Wednesday.
No, you'll be there Monday at 4 in the afternoon. You'll be fine.
They call that John Cox in it, Austin.
Yeah,
that's what that's called.
He's got 2 drivers and 3 boats and a wife that's willing to drive. My wife is 8.5 months pregnant right now.
With Wolfric?
Junior
Wolfric.
Hey, St. Clair is loaded with fish. I mean, it's one of my most funnest ever places to fish in the world, because there's even a guy that sucks at smallmouth like myself can catch them there. But here's the thing: it's catching the right size, ain't it, guys? I mean, that's the deal. You can go out and catch them, but it's finding the wad like Brucey's on.
That's neat. Where is this wad we're talking about?
All right, stop playing.
Your home country, apparently.
Yes.
Canada.
Aye. Oh,
hey.
Hey. I is what pirates say. And I.
Hey, that's what Canadians say.
I didn't even buy a Canadian license. That's how annoyed I am with this place.
I got a Canadian one and I got a Walpool one. I got $200. You know, fishing license. Michigan has the most expensive fishing licenses in North America.
Yeah,
that's brutal.
Oh, that's good fishing though.
The Indian spot you have. What is it called? Walpool?
Walpool First Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a guy in the woods watching John Cox and I there, and we think he had a gun. He was.
Scary.
He was. I'm not kidding you. Ask Johnny. It's like the guy was in the woods, like peeping us. It was weird.
It's survival mode on the Canadian side. You go down like the river and it's just bush on one side and all dock to dock to dock to dock on the other. It's wild.
It's a different land. But I mean, I know this is a catch 44 type question, but how in the heck, Austin Felix, do you find those proper sized bass amongst the mega schools?
Yeah, I mean, you just hook as many of them as you can until you figure out if there's a pattern to it. Fortunately, a lot of the fish are in the same spots they were last year.
Okay.
So I was just running the same waypoints. And I'm like, oh, yeah, there's a giant school here. The way this lake sets up, there's like 4 or 5 big schools. And they just like cover a couple mile area. But they're not like stacked up. They're just wandering around. So you're just going to figure out where the biomass is and then figure out where the bigger ones in the school tend to be, whatever is depth range, or if they're just like in a little section. And hopefully catch a few. I haven't found anything real big. Like 4-pounders are good ones right now, from what I can see.
So what's the deal? What's it take, to win this deal? How many pounds a day?
Take your time.
23 a day.
23 a day. Okay. You agree with that, Brucey?
Probably. Cowboy was 22 3/4 last year a day. Historically, yeah, probably.
A lot of the fish were a lot skinnier last year. Like everything.
That's surprising 2 weeks later. Weird.
But I mean, like, so New York, this whole season has been so far ahead. Like, the invitationals were at Champlain last week, and every fish was done spawning, basically. Like, Champlain never froze last year. And
wow,
like
really?
In general, it's just like everything seems to be further along. So a lot of the fish that were in the lake that were still super rail skinny post spawn have thickened up a little bit. Like, there's still not a lot of fish over 4 pounds. Like, there's a lot of 3.5s, but I don't know. It just seems farther along. The fish in Anchor Bay were the fat fish for the whole lake last year.
Austin, can a tournament be won at Lake St. Clair without live scope?
What time of year?
Right now.
No.
The only time it would be what? The spawn? Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spawn, pre-spawn.
So as in 2019, you talked about that transition year. Bill Weidler won the Lake St. Clair event, as we remember. And if you think about it, historically, that was probably the first Bassmaster Elite Series victory with a live scope. And do you think, first off, we know that changed fishing on St. Clair. We know that. Did it change fishing everywhere? Was that going on St. Clair prior to that? It just wasn't all talked about as much. Like,
I mean, Christie won in 17, and he's a Garmin guy. I don't know if it was the original Garmin.
Oh, that was the Panoptic.
Panoptic,
right? Yeah.
But it was like, you assume that he was one of a few guys that would break it down before anybody else. I assume it had more to do with it than anything else. There's a lot of really good smallmouth anglers, and well, he's on a tier above 99% of us when it comes to smallmouth fishing. I feel like I could hold my own. The fact that he won here, one of the few guys with the original Panoptics, like, I'm pretty sure I could put money that it had something to do with that.
Yeah. So in other words, like, the Panoptics was the green box, so to speak, of the original live scope, and then it evolved into the live scope, which Bill used, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Christie, I remember how awkward it was. I mean, it was awesome, but it was like, here's Christie. Remember fishing around those boys with the Panoptics? I was like, wow, okay. Here's Jason Christie with a spin pole. I like it.
Yeah.
But I mean, think about it, man. It changed fishing on Lake St. Clair. It changed it.
Changed fishing everywhere.
It changed fishing everywhere. And now, even on a regional championship or a Tuesday night event on St. Clair, it seems that most seasons, with the exception of the spawn, you're not winning unless you have it. Because, true or false, Austin, it helps you pick out the right size too? Yes, no?
I mean, yes and no. Yeah, I mean, you have to be really good at it before you start getting that detail oriented.
It's more or less jacking a few and seeing the size of them.
Yeah, you can cover a lot of water and just see where fish are. See, like, if you can go for a half a mile and realize I'm in dead water, I'm wasting time.
Yeah.
Brucey, you got the brakes, the live scope brakes on the Lund?
No, I got talons on the big girl. They go down 12 foot. You can't put the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Next year.
I was ponying up for, like, you got to go through the registration. They asked what kind of boat, a Lund, power poles or Raptors. I said talons, and he made like a separate box and wrote talons 1.
Transformers.
You're like the difficult guy when you go out to eat and he needs everything special.
Yeah.
That's
Send it back.
They're like Lawrence Hummingbird or Garmin. You're like Vexlar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Homemade.
Hand tied. Hey man,
like a Lund category for you too.
No,
cyberbullying.
Other.
Austin got his cyberbullying.
Oh, I know. Hey, I got Austin though back in the day. I got a funny story about I've never told him this. I drew him as a co-angler. Me and Gussie went to Beaver Lake in 2016, and I drew Austin. Went fishing with him for the day. He was fishing spawning bass. So we, co-angler on spawners is pretty much a co's worst nightmare, but I didn't care. I was just there. And so we're waiting, he fishes one for 40 or 45 minutes. I'm casting at the same dock for, 40 minutes, just the way of the road. So he catches a few and he's moving along. He's got his limit and works one forever, gets it. And he's like, I think there's one up around the corner. And he's on his way up around the corner, and I'm on the back of the boat. So the wave slick, if you've stood in the back of a boat, you can see down way better than the person in the front. It cuts the glare, it cuts the wave.
And you're 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I look down and there's a big mule right under the boat. Like, I think the bigger ones were just like a step out. And I looked down and I was like, I didn't say anything and just kept rolling.
Why didn't you stand on it?
Oh, I
just keep feeding line. I'm like,
that's what I did. I dropped my tube and just fed until I was into my backing, and then just.
So that tournament was my rookie year, and I gotta say that Brucey is a great net man, because I had one of those bedfish come off midair and he snatched it like a lacrosse player.
Nice.
That's an insult to call a Canadian lacrosse player. Like, that's like a goalie snag.
Yeah, but they don't use a fucking stick with a net. I swore so.
That's okay. What's the Harry Potter game called? What's that game? Yes, that game. That's what he was like. Quidditch.
Yeah, Quidditch.
Quidditch player.
He was a Quidditch player.
You guys got a big Quidditch tournament tomorrow, that's for sure. Brad Leitner stepping it up. Brad, blink twice if you're okay. Okay, he's okay.
I'm good, Pat.
Hey, Brad, I thought it was pretty cool how your folks at over at FXR were willing to do an Into the Great Wide Opens like and share giveaway.
Yeah.
And
that's awesome. Someone's gonna get $100 of some really awesome clothing. So
nice.
Very excited about that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I hear that you actually get the clothes that Trey McKinney doesn't wear.
I don't fit anybody else.
No, you can't. They're for little people.
That's JT Tompkins.
They're both pretty small. They're very good at angling. I'll give them that, but they're
great
small.
fishermen.
They're not going to make it on a football field.
No, not like you.
Can't run anymore, so I'd die.
Hey, the Ginger Ninja is going to text you, the lucky winner of the FXR giveaway. $100 from Brad Leitner and FXR. You guys are ballers, bro.
It's for me too, by the way. Because
and you too.
I've been running FXR stuff all year.
Okay, and Austin Felix.
Just because
just
it's so
trying
great.
it out.
Yeah.
You like it?
Oh yeah.
You look sexy in it.
It fits in all the right places.
It fits well in your Quidditch.
Mm-hmm. The whole family pitched in for this one for you. We'll pool our money together and want to get you something special.
Damn it, Napoleon money doesn't grow on trees in this family.
We can't afford the fun pack.
I knew Ginge would know. He's the best movie quoter all time.
That's popcorn back there.
Oh,
that's a common mistake.
Yeah, they're both red-headed. They're both red. I noticed that that in Austin Felix's pictures, he looks a lot like the Ginger Ninja a lot of times. They could actually be doppelgangers, like our producer, Andrew Ellenberger.
Yeah, it's even more confusing now because Andy's not on camera. So
yeah,
you say Ginger, they see a red beard,
and then they're
like,
like, "Oh, that's the red beard pirate." We're referring to.
So
So anyway, Austin Felix and Brad Leuthner are giving away an FXR $100 pack. Do you guys have the winning information?
I got it, Pat.
You do? Yeah, Gingy, what you got any fanfare? You got any Harry Potter Quidditch music, Ginge? Aha!
On cue.
Andrew Carr.
Andrew Carr, come on down. You won the FXR package courtesy of FXR, Brad Leuthner and Austin Felix.
Yeah, you can be swagged out.
Swagging it out. Heck yeah. Well, boys, we know you got to get to the office early tomorrow. Austin, Brad, and Jamie, we seriously wish you the best of luck.
What's the forecast for tomorrow?
What is the forecast?
What's the wind forecast?
I think it's blowing mock Jesus or something out there.
Good or bad?
You guys gonna get beat the hell up or what?
We get the brakes beat off us tomorrow. I'll tell you
You
that.
might see the devil out there tomorrow.
Yeah, you. Austin's gonna get the brakes beat off the.
Lake St. Clair, baby.
Yeah, it is. But you guys be careful out there, please. And good luck to all our horses in the race.
Yeah, good luck
out there.
Go catch them
tomorrow. Hey, Austin, Brad, Jamie, thanks for coming on. And Brad and Jamie, amazing job on Into the Great Wide Opens and your coverage of the Bassmaster EQ Opens. Whenever I'm traveling on the elites and people say, we love the Open show. Like they're like, we like it better than your show, Pat. And I'm like, thanks.
It's just the same guy going tournament to tournament, heckling.
Yes, it's the same. Yeah, it's like in Happy.
One fan we got.
Yeah,
like, Sizzler, right?
But seriously,
we'll
guys,
have to drum up the champ unless the champ's a brutal talker, then we'll just keep going down the list.
Yeah. I mean, hey, those top four are staying pretty consistent, aren't they?
Yeah, they might as well just let Fothergill get his rest and haul him on over for next year.
Cody, Fothergill,
yeah,
Hung, E-Bear.
She's a battle down below, though.
Yeah.
The 15th, not 20th to 8th-ish zone.
It's going to be EQs. And I hear that there's even more exciting news coming up for the Bassmaster EQs in 2025.
Is that right?
That's a little sneak from
Yeah,
it's an iCast that's not going to be released at iCast.
Yeah.
It's
we're probably going to go to California 2 weeks apart. Is that the news?
Yeah, it could be. It's easy travel, especially in the new economy that's coming up. But anyway, you guys going to iCast?
I will be there.
You will. Are you going, Austin?
I'm having a baby.
Congratulations on that too.
Where's it come out on you?
I think it's butthole.
Oh, Brad, that was a hypothetical question. Unreal.
You know who the real mother is.
Good luck to you guys. Austin, see you in New York, and Brad, have fun at iCast. Get yourself some deals, would you?
I'll be working on it.
Yeah, you're gonna be working the floor.
Working the floor. Yeah, and then if anyone's going, you got to go to Howl at the Moon every night because that's the place you hang out.
Oh, go to the Howl at the Moon Cafe and listen to Brad Gordon Leutner foot.
No, most of the time Corey or Chris usually does karaoke there. Chris Johnston.
Yeah, Corey too. He knows that one song.
Yeah, and Corey usually is causing ruckus, but it's a good time.
Howl at the Moon Cafe with Brad Gordon Leutner foot exclusively at iCast.
The Bradley Fitzgerald.
Yes, the big ship they call Chody Gumi.
I hope it doesn't sink tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Legends all say Brad left Anchor Bay.
Knew that his name was the Choder. Early one morning on the Bassmaster queues, and Choder he left out of anchor.
Austin hit a wave, and the ship's Will gave in, and he left his bass breaks back behind her.
And you guys should write for like Morgan Wallen.
We are actually. We do.
Okay,
we already
good.
do. Jamie and I do.
All right, boys. Thanks for having us.
really
Keep
good.
it up. Been loving the show.
Good luck, guys.
Peace out. Smash them tomorrow, boys.
See you.
And I mean them fast.
See you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Yeah, see you.
Excellent. Austin Felix, Brad Leuthner, and Jamie Bruce. Jamie Bruce and Brad Leuthner, they host Into the Great Wide Opens on the Straight Cast Network. That was fun. I was glad to. We got it. What time is it, boys? Oh, we did. It was good. Just a nice little brief deal. Get them off to work. It's 9:00 there.
A briefing.
Yeah, it was a briefing of briefness of the Bass Galaxy State of the Union address.
Yes, sir.
And speaking of the State of the Region address, here in the Chicagoland area, Ryan Whitaker, Popcorn Whitaker, excuse me, and JP, the hip hop fisherman, there's a big tournament coming to the Chicagoland area. JP, perhaps the biggest tournament ever in Chicago, and that's the Southshore Bass Open, JP.
Yeah, I'm gonna weigh fish at that bitch.
You are the weighmaster of that event.
Yeah,
You're basically the Lisa of that event.
I mean, people ask, it's happening.
Yes.
It's happening.
It's happening. What are you enjoying back there from Proximo Spirits? I see you wobbling a bit now.
Dude, that tequila drink was rough.
Wow. Okay, so you had the tequila and then you switched to the another clear spirit. You have vodka now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was a better mix.
Found the one I was looking for.
Probably shouldn't have had 2 drinks.
It went heavy.
And his name was JP. Hi. Ryan, big tournament, dude.
Yeah.
Up to $30,000 first place.
Yes, sir.
That's a big deal. It's a team tournament and it's 2 days, August 3 and 4.
August 3 and 4.
August 3 and 4.
Hammond Marina.
Ryan, people think Chicago and they think of the tragedy known as the 2000 Bassmaster Classic. No, and really, the 2000 Bassmaster Classic was an awesome event. It was
first they thought of Al Capone, then they thought of Michael Jordan, then they thought of the Bassmaster Classic.
Yes, that's what it was.
Now they think of South Shore Bass Open.
They do. But here's the thing, Ryan. There's a lot of let me put it this way. A lot of people think that Lake Michigan fishing is shitty, but it's coming around. I mean, you go out there and Ryan calls me and he's like, I caught 70 today. What? The little one's like 3 pounds. Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, they were talking
that's a day. That's you get a couple guys in the boat, you can do that.
But this is what I think is cool about the South Shore Lake Michigan. Austin was talking about mega schools on Lake St. Clair, like a big lake like that. She saw 3 or 4 mega schools that run miles each.
Yeah.
I mean, that's impressive, right?
Yep.
But here's what we're seeing. Similar schools on the South Shore Lake Michigan, not the magnitude, but that's why this place is improving. Of course, the food source, of course, the water quality.
Yeah.
But the fishing isn't they just, where are they coming from?
It's getting, so this is not a proven theory, but I think anyone that's fished the Great Lakes over the last 20 years would say the same. The Great Lakes are the only fisheries that are actually getting better. And not the only, there's some other lakes getting better because of grass or whatever. But the Great Lakes are continuously getting better still since the introduction of zebra mussels and gobies.
And is that
because it cleared them up, and it's still getting better. Like the progression's still going. That was in the 80s, I believe, 90s when all that was introduced.
Right.
And it's still getting better. It's still every year it's getting better.
And I think that holds true to Clair too.
Exactly. All the Great Lakes,
giant
fisheries.
lakes, yes.
St. Lawrence, St. Clair, Erie, Superior, all the Great Lakes. Everywhere there's zebra mussels and gobies, the fish are multiplying and getting better.
We catch young smallmouth that are 3.5 pounds.
Yeah,
and you can tell they're only a year and a half old, and I'm like, that's
wait, how can you tell?
You can just tell.
Check their license.
They have like smaller mouths.
Back on the bumper.
Different builds. You catch enough of them, you could. you can just tell.
I still don't understand how you
Smaller-
can. I'm being serious. How
Oh,
you
you
can,
can-
No,
you
like like their whole mouth structure
Smaller
is
mouth.
smaller. Like
Yeah.
They're smaller, stouter fish. It's
Okay.
like
Shorter.
how I want to describe them. I just call them lake fish, but
Interesting. I know what you mean.
Yeah, you'll catch a big, long one sometimes that's just got a huge mouth for
That's
a
an
small
old-
mouth.
that's an old
That's an
sucker,
old
dude.
fish.
Right. Those are the
Really,
kind I catch
really
for real.
big,
The long,
like,
thin
yeah,
ones.
their lips are like bigger, the bigger mouth, longer fish, sometimes bigger tail.
And-
But yeah, you'll see these just like pristine little, really small mouth, smaller tail, but just round, 3 pound or 3.5 pound. It's like a young fish. It's growing fast.
Interesting. I know what you mean. Like one of those Bill Dance F12s or whatever.
Exactly.
and I mean that was 7 years ago. I first said that, and like now it's like insane.
It's definitely getting
All those ones are
Uh,
big now. That's what I'm saying.
Him and I,
Like,
JP
7
and I
years
used to
ago, I
fish
was
like-
like, these are young fish. Now those are 5 pounders. you know?
Interesting.
A 20 fish day back in the day, 15 years ago, whatever, 20 years ago, like that was a big day. And we've gotten, live scopes helped, our baits, I mean, we were fishing before Kitex. When Kitex came in, you're blasting fish like crazy.
What the
First time
heck?
they saw that. And then Maxent comes out. It
The
goes
Ned
wild.
rig, the Ned rig was insane. for a
But
while. Yeah.
the fish there was more fish for sure. There's more and bigger fish all throughout the Great Lakes. And it just keeps getting better. The weights keep going up in tournaments every year.
It's crazy.
The last
Like
15 years.
go
20
back
years.
to the legendary Ed Bones days of the. That's kind of when the the local tournament angling guys like that on the big lake.
Yeah,
and
the big lake shootout.
Yeah, and then think about the weights then, Ryan. 15 pounds was pretty big.
15 in the summer, 15 pounds would win often. When I was even when I first started fishing tournaments out there, 2012, 2013, like,
and we got some of those guys signed
those
up.
were
Now that ain't gonna help. 15 ain't gonna do
some
it.
of those old school hammers are signed up for this.
Well, no, that's great. I
Southshore
love to
Bass
see
Open.
that.
We need
I'm
more
fishing
of
with
them.
one of them.
We need more of them. We need everyone. You guys asked for this. It's happening.
Yep.
Who are you partnered with, Ryan?
Come fish it.
Ross Tornabini.
Oh, with Ross.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah, he-
Ross was dominating, 10, 15 years ago, like just winning all the time. And I was fishing a lot of those, and it was like 16, 17. In the spring, you would get a 20 every
He's an
once in a
expert
while.
sight fisherman.
He's very good at
Yes.
that. Yeah.
He can see fish with his ears.
Yes. Yeah. He's obsessed with it.
Yeah.
He's very good at it. But no, all those tournaments were you'd see a 20 when the ponds first opened up, in Indiana, the break wall blew apart and then there's ponds open. Then weights started going up because it's a good spring spot.
Sure.
You start seeing 22, 23 or whatever, but it's still now there's 20 plus pound bags coming out of anywhere. They're the whole zone of the south end.
It's pretty.
Can kick out 20 to 23, 24 pounds.
It's pretty wild.
Chicago has 26, so go fish there.
Okay.
He did it from shore once.
Okay. I like it. Hey, so think about this. August
9 years ago.
9 years ago, JP.
Yeah.
Oh,
20,
wow.
29 pounds. I weighed it on my the Bubba scale.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
From shore.
Yeah.
You had 5 fish and went
It
29?
was 29. It was
You
like
didn't
26.
get 29.
You said 26. I remember.
What are you
the
talking?
I
How
got
many?
the
You're
pictures.
mixing tequila and vodka.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah.
So it's 29 now.
Yeah.
I'm the legend still.
It's climbing. It's climbing. That's JP Hyde,
Tin
hip
Cup
hop fisherman.
whiskey.
I'm
It'll
weighing.
make your
I'm
weights
weighing
go
the
up.
fish at the Southshore Bass Open.
That's it.
Come on out. Sign up.
SouthshoreCVA.com.
Yes,
Is
sir.
that correct? SouthshoreCVA.com is the event website.
And the biggest thing I wanted to mention a couple of more things about this tournament.
Oh, we ain't done.
I know guys are. I know maybe people from out of town are concerned about coming to the area or whatever. Hammond Marina is a very nice marina. There's.
You mean because of Chirac?
Yeah, but I mean, Hammond Marina is super nice. It's very secure, high fences, gated, security, everything. There's multi-million-dollar boats in there, lots of them. There's a casino right next door. It's a secure venue, and
It's the nicest marina around here.
It is, and Hammond is offering up slips for, I believe it's $17 a day if you want to come. And for the whole week of the tournament, for the practice period and the tournament, you can rent a slip for $17 a day.
Yeah,
Keep
dude.
your boat in
And
the
not
water,
even, yeah,
and you got
leave it right
power,
there and
you
walk
got
in.
power, plug it in.
Guarded too.
Rig yourself. It's all guarded. You can leave your trailer in the parking lot. Go stay at whatever hotel you want.
We had people
I like it.
complaining about traffic for the pre-tournament meeting. They're like, "Oh, that's going to be the worst traffic ever."
You're gonna be there.
Guess what? It's always the worst traffic ever around here. And I'm like, just come. If you're going to be there practicing, you're gonna be there. You might
they'll
as
figure
well,
it out.
You might as well get the boat slip deal. You might as well stay at the hotel. I'm not telling you. I'm telling you this is the smart thing to do. I'm like, this local guys are doing the same thing. It's going to be cheaper than just paying the boat ramp fee.
Traffic is not bad
For
on the
2
way to the
days,
lake, though.
so-
Like if you're getting out there at sunrise, you're not going to hit traffic.
Not where the Hammond Marina is located. Not at all.
4:35 in the morning, you're not going to hit traffic. You get out of there. You know, rush hour is always a bitch.
And the hotels in the area are very close to it, where you're not going to hit the traffic.
You're not going through downtown Chicago.
We're gonna have the sweet banquet for the anglers.
Yep.
For the meeting.
Nice.
Fully catered.
So that's on
dinner and
August
everything
2nd?
after the meeting
at the casino.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
I mean,
I-
this is
We're
it's
gonna
set
make
up-
you
it's
feel
set
like
up-
a pro. Come on
Exactly.
out and fish this. If you're not signed up, sign up now.
So-
I'm not playing with you.
You bring the whole family, right? Because there's like a carnival too.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
There's-
for the
there's-
tournament. Yeah.
Is
There's gonna be
JP
stuff
doing
going
face
on at the
painting?
weigh-ins.
I'm just playing fish.
Okay, no face painting. But no, what's at the carnival for real? I know for evening activities, Horseshoe Casino.
We're gonna have a,
It was
a
up
live
to-
DJ. There's
DJ.
gonna be food trucks. There's gonna be boat dealers, tackle dealers, every kind of related to fish games. Some kind of games for the kids. I'm
Yep.
not sure what they are yet.
Drinks, food. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little party. I don't know if people
I'm
are
looking
aware.
forward
It
to
is Lollapalooza weekend, so you're gonna hit traffic everywhere.
Well,
So
no,
might
well,
as well come hang out
stop it.
at Hammond
Stop
Marina.
that.
JP,
You're
that-
not going to hit traffic everywhere around Hammond, Indiana.
Yeah, JP, if you're in the city,
Lollapalooza
if you're at the
is
Papa
35 miles away.
I don't know. No one good's playing this. year
JP's
anyway,
mixing
so-
liquors, but he said a lot of sense before that.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm excited about it, about this event. I mean, I think it's going to be a good old time. Everybody's working hard on it from CalSag Bass, that's for sure. Dennis, Brian,
Trying to make something real for
yeah,
us fishermen around.
because let's face it, this is kind of an armpit of the nation of bassing when it comes to tournaments.
yeah, just because of the tournaments, but we got the fisheries.
Yeah, now we got the CalSag
and
Bass.
Lake Michigan is incredible.
Got the
fishing.
populations. Now we're bringing the derbs back.
Yes.
I like it. And thanks, Dave Figley, for starting this whole deal from the
It was
embryo.
His whole plan was to create some tournaments where guys could actually make some money.
And I think it's amazing that it's come from that to now this South Shore Bass Open, where you have sponsors like the South Shore Tourism sponsoring the deal. Horseshoe Casino. The
Bedford.
city of Hammond, the mayor's behind the whole damn thing. It's amazing. It's amazing what's going on. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be emceeing the events. That's right before the New York swing of the elites.
Yep.
And man, I think it's going to be good. Okay. So they go to southshorecva.com.
Yeah.
Sign up. Less than a month.
Yes.
Less than a month.
Yes.
They have till the 29th to sign up.
Oh, that's the cutoff.
Yeah, 19 days.
So if Babe Winkleman shows up on the 2nd to the banquet, all sauced up, he ain't signing up.
He can have as many drinks as he wants at
He
the banquet.
ain't convincing Dennis Bannock to sign up.
And I might throw fists with that guy.
Wow, with Babe?
Yeah.
Come on.
No, I don't.
No, JP.
Me and the Babe aren't.
What
cool.
is he talking? What did Babe do to you?
Oh, it's in a green room one time. Yeah, no good.
I believe him.
I don't know.
You got a Pete Rose story. I got a Babe Winkleman.
Really? Yeah, Pete Rose don't like me.
Pete Rose held my dad's hand for like 10 minutes while he was trying to get a picture because the camera wouldn't work.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Did he tickle
Not to you.
Did he tickle his palm when he was holding his hand? That's the Pete Rose I know. Hey, SouthshoreCVA.com, August 3rd and 4th, the biggest tournament ever to hit the Chicagoland area. If you're around, you live in this area, you're a tournament angler, you should probably be a bass in there and your chance at a huge payday.
Yep.
And even if you have an opportunity and you're looking for something fun to do with the whole fam, come on down. Good time for everybody.
One more point for the guys intimidated by the big lake. We're taking off out of Hammond. That's only a mile and a half to the entrance of the Cal-Sag.
Okay.
You got all that water,
All that river.
all the Cal-Sag hammers. You should be out there fishing.
That's right. Don't be intimidated by it.
This is not the season of Lake Michigan where you're going to have huge weights where you can't compete with largemouth. Largemouth could absolutely compete.
You
in
get a
this
big
tournament.
bag in Lake Cal? Come on.
Yeah, Joe Zahner. sign
Largemouth,
up.
largemouth
Buzzbait
will
Joe, come on.
be a factor in this tournament.
20-pound
Almost
bags.
not
Tony
uncommon.
Flores, sign up.
All they got to do is go fish Clun's spot.
That's right.
Just go fish Clun's
Fun
spot.
spot with
Just
Clun's bait.
Wind it.
Calling you out.
Clun's mentality.
Boom. Who else calling out, JP? Who's not signed up?
Who some of the other guys not
Yeah,
signed
come
up?
on.
A lot of the Cal-Sag hammers aren't signed up.
They're
You think
gonna sign
largemouth
up.
aren't going to play? They can
These
play.
guys aren't used to paying any sooner than 10 minutes before the
Yeah,
tournament.
they're,
They'll get
they're
signed
holding
up.
out. Their sponsor money didn't come in yet. As soon as that, why are you messing with Fighter's chatterbait rod over there?
Is Larry Fenzout signed up? Larry, you better be
Fenzow's not
signed
signed
up.
up. He's gonna sign up
Yeah,
the day
Fenzow.
before the
Yeah,
tournament.
he'll roll in. Yeah,
He's
he'll
gonna
try
sign up the day of the cutoff.
Who else-
29.
Who else we got? Carlos Thomas, are you signed up?
Carlos,
You're not
are you
signed up.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Glenn Danzig, are you signed up?
Yep. Ed Serwinski
Yeah. Eddie Redbud,
gets
Yeah.
signed up.
Sign up.
John Nowacki.
Gene Simmons. Where are you at?
John Nowacki, where are you at?
Harry Schmerler, where are you? All you Southside staples.
I know James Linder said he was gonna come down.
Yeah, we
Where you
didn't
at,
call
James
James.
Linder?
Text James. Let's text
Yeah,
James.
Text him.
You want to text James?
Let's
right
name
now?
some pros that aren't signed
Where's
up.
Choder should text James.
Do it.
Hey, guys, South Shore, CBA.
Yep.
Ryan, who's winning it?
Bass Galaxy.
Ryan,
We already know who won it.
Ryan, who
It's
won?
already won.
Who won?
Oh.
Captain Ralph
Ralphie.
Steiger,
He's got it.
winner of the first ever. Should I just do the announcement now?
Yeah. Just do it now.
All right, we're doing stupid shit. All right,
He
hey,
might win.
we got to give away the tin cup fun box to the door, right? JP, well, they sent it to me. JP, you want to give it away?
I hope I didn't drink it all.
No, you didn't. JP, I'm going to send. They sent me the winner. I'm going to send it to you. You ready?
I can't read my phone.
Oh, you can't?
It's recording me.
Oh, well, let's try. See what happens.
It's one of the cameras.
How do you copy and paste?
I think you hit Control C.
Control Alt Delete.
Are
Okay.
you
Tell me
texting
if you
James
can see
Linder?
that. Yeah, I texted James Linder too, but he hasn't texted back yet.
All right, winner of the fun pack, Bill O'Riris. O'Riris.
Bill O'Learis.
O'Learis.
You are the winner of the Tin Cup Whiskey Fun Pack.
Hello. Hello.
Message JR Fantasy.
Yeah.
At the
Oh,
Stray
nice.
Cast direct message on Facebook. And Luke Foley, the Whiskey Gypsy's going to get you a box of fun to your door. JP, it was great to have you back in the studio again.
Oh, thanks. It's crammed back here. It's
Yeah.
like a weird little hobbit.
It is
hole.
Ginge likes it like that.
Yeah,
That's
still
Gingy's spot.
all the hand cream is. it's
Gingy,
really
where are you
freaking
at?
me out.
Ginge, where's the ginger?
Why is there so much lotion?
Ginge, he's cyberbullying you.
Put it in the basket.
That's for when Ike's on.
Yeah. Ryan Popcorn Whitaker. It's been another exciting episode. I wanted Andy to come on for the end. Where's Andy?
Andy.
Andy?
JP found your lotion.
Andy, are you there?
Yeah,
He's Andy. Andy, they're on your lake tomorrow.
I know. I'm excited
They're
to
on-
watch.
They're on your pond.
What would you do if you were in that tournament tomorrow? What's your first spot?
Yeah, where are you going, Andy?
Well, I can't say.
Yeah,
Sure
well,
you
you
can.
could. Yeah, that's
I know
not.
That's information, right?
We're not fishing.
But
the
we're not
tournament.
telling them. Would you-
Current?
It's a weird spot. I only know it by like a name I made up for it. So
Yeah,
to-
see.
Is it waypoint 3024?
Well,
yeah, so
I
it's
knew
like-
he wasn't going to see because first of all, that's information. He knows it's not information, it's just internet shit. And then second off, Andy ain't ever given up a damn spot.
I know.
That's why
I'll take you there, Ryan. I'll show you on the water.
Trying to get you to lie to me.
It's called this spot One Big Rock.
Andy, you're on vacation next week, right?
Three Sisters. Blue
Yeah.
Ball.
So we're Ryan and I are going to do a live. There's Three Sisters and Blue Balls. You're right; those are both spots.
Dead dog.
Dead Dog is another spot. You're right.
Yeah. It's a good spot.
Those are all famous local spots. So Ryan and I are going to do a live from the water, Chinch.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll try and do something. We'll figure it out. And then we're going to have elite guys call us on FaceTime and tell us what to throw.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. And then next time when you're in town, you could produce it correctly after Ryan and I screw it up.
Perfect.
But anyway, this has been another Andrew Ellenberger Ginger Ninja production.
Getting loose.
Getting loose. Getting wild. JP, good to see you.
I'm back here.
Ryan Whitaker, you're awesome. And this is still a thin raft of bassin that we sail. But it's a fun ship, isn't it?
It's a fun ship.
It's a fun ship. And you know why it's fun? The good folks at White River Knife helped to make it fun for us, as well as Omnia Fishing. Don't forget about the Pistol Pete Prispiora Premium Pro app. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled pepper Premium Pro Prispiora.
Yes, he did.
At omniafishing.com. The good people at Sims Fishing, thank you, Patterson. We love you. All you good people over at Sims. We're jacked up on Bob's Jack Plates.
I like your pocket tee.
Thanks. It is a pocket tee. It's for my cigarettes if I smoked them.
Is that where your cools go?
Yeah, if I smoked darts, they would go here.
Do you know who makes Maxent?
Berkeley Fishing.
Berkeley.
I like how you did that. JP, go ahead. Keep going.
That shit's awesome.
Keep going. JP loves the Max.
Do you know who makes the Revo?
It's right here. The new Revo Premier
Yeah,
high-cast release.
I'm gonna.
Are you gonna fondle this? Are you gonna fondle it? You gonna fondle it? Hey, Impulse Lithium. Ryan Whitaker, you are now proud owner of Impulse Lithium products as well. Tin Cup, thank you for the giveaway. I see clearly now that the rain is gone and Waterland shades keep the sun out of my eyes. Crestliner Boats, thanks for keeping us afloat. I'm Pat Renwick, Ryan Whitaker, JP High, and Andrew Ellenberger, the Ginger Ninja. We'll see you next week. Bass Galaxy, I bid you peace, and peace I bid you. We're out of here. JP, your shadow looks cool right now.
Is that now?
Shadow looks cool. Cool.